Hello everyone, welcome back to Mentors Academy. So today is the 19th of September and we are here with the most important current affairs updates that directly connects with your competitive exams like UPSC prelims, mains and also UPSC, CAPF, EPFO and all other state PCS exams as well. So as always, we'll begin by quickly revising yesterday's MCQs first and then move article by article by seeing the today's key headlines and understanding why it's in the news, background details, also key points and UPSC relevance. Right? So let's get started. So yesterday's MCQs, the first question was, which of the following sites in India are known for geothermal potential? 1. Puga Valley, Ladakh. 2. Cambay Basin, Gujarat. 3. Tattapani, Chhattisgarh. 4. Kudankulam, Tamil Nadu. So the options were 1, 2 and 3, 1 and 4 only, 2, 3 and 4 only, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So the correct answer to this question is option A, 1, 2 and 3. Right? So Puga Valley in Ladakh, Cambay Basin in Gujarat and also Tattapani in Chhattisgarh are correct. They are important geothermal locations. But Kudankulam, it's not. It's a nuclear site. Right? Not geothermal. So yeah. The second question was, with reference to Right to Information Act, consider the following. 1. It gives constitutional status to CIC. 2. Section 8 provides exemptions for national security. 3. RTI Act is applicable to both government and private bodies substantially financed by government. Which of the following are correct? 1 and 2 only, 2 and 3 only, 1 and 3 only, 1, 2 and 3. So the correct answer to this question is option B, 2 and 3 only. So the CIC is not a constitutional body but a statutory one. CIC is a statutory body. Section 8 does provide exemptions for national security, so this is correct. And the RTI Act, it does extend to private bodies substantially financed by the government. This is also correct. So yeah, let's see today's key headlines now. Let me read them out for you. Right. India needs more focus to reach SDG 3, a crucial goal. EPFO's Passbook Lite to provide easy access to PF details. Why did India condemn Doha strike? Saudi-Pakistan Defence Pact significance for the countries. Aging arteries, lingering risks. COVID's quiet impact on her heart health. How the DeepSeek R1 AI model was taught to teach itself to reason. Right? So these are key to today's headlines. Let's see them one by one in detail. So yeah, first one is SDG 3, India's health goals. So Niti Aayog has flagged that India needs to intensify efforts to achieve its SDG 3 goal, that is good health and well-being, important, by the year 2030. Right? So SDG 3, it's SDG 3, one of the UN's global goals. It includes reducing maternal and infant mortality, both maternal mortality and infant mortality, and also ending epidemics like TB, malaria, and ensuring universal healthcare access. So India has made progress. So maternal MMR, that is maternal mortality ratio, stands at 97 and infant mortality ratio at 27, and TB, it still affects around over 2.8 million people as of 2023. Important data, very important. So yet challenges remain. The challenges include malnutrition, the non-communicable diseases like diabetes and cancer, and underfunded public health systems as well. Right? So India faces unequal health outcomes across the states, a shortage of healthcare workers, and a low public spending on health, that is about 1.28% of GDP only. Right? The pandemic has widened these gaps even further. So for prelims, it's important to connect to know the 17 SDGs, very important to remember each one of them, and the health indicators, that is maternal mortality ratio and infant mortality ratio. For mains, health as human capital, center state roles, and localization of SDGs, very important. Moving on to the next article, Passbook Lite Easy PF Access. So the employers The Employees Provident Fund Organization, that is EPF, it has launched a Passbook Lite, a simplified digital tool for workers to track their provident fund balance, right? Provident fund balance, PF balance. So let's see background about the EPFO. EPFO, Employee Provident Fund Organization. It was set up in the year 1952. It manages workers' retirement savings. So over time, reforms like the Umang app and the eShram portal expanded access. So India's workforce is about 55 crore with nearly 90% of them in the informal sector, and many lack literacy in PF related schemes. So important data again. So the app here, it gives instant PF balance uh, and interest accrual as well. It is mobile friendly and it is designed to work in low data environments, especially benefiting the rural workers. So this supports financial inclusion and transparency in the social security. For prelims, it's important to connect to the EPFO basics, right? EPFO basics and the provident fund rules. For mains, social security, labor welfare, and also digital governance, right? Moving on to the next article, we have Doha strike, India's response. Doha strike, India's response. So India condemned a recent strike in Doha, it is capital of Qatar, citing civilian casualties and violation of international law. Right. So India's foreign policy here comes in news, right? So we have a foreign policy. It follows principles of non-intervention and protection of civilians under the UN Charter. So Doha is diplomatically significant. It hosts offices, right, offices of groups like Hamas and the Taliban, and serves as a negotiation hub as well. So India urged restraint and humanitarian focus, balancing relations with West Asian states while maintaining credibility with global powers, right? So this reinforces India's stand on a rules-based international order. For prelims, it's important to know about the significance of Doha, Qatar, and for mains, can connect this to India's West Asia policy, humanitarian law, and also balancing diplomacy in conflict zones. So next up, we have an important article, Saudi-Pakistan Defense Pact. So Saudi Arabia and Pakistan have signed a new defense cooperation agreement. So Pakistan has been historically has provided training to Gulf militaries. Saudi Arabia has invested heavily in Pakistan's economy through loans and oil credits. Both are members of the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, important organization. So this pact includes joint training, intelligence sharing, and exercises. So it is viewed partly as a counter to Iran's influence in the region. For India, this has strategic implications. Important. For India, it has strategic implications. While India enjoys strong ties with Saudi Arabia, Pakistan's involvement here in Riyadh's security strategy, it adds a layer of complexity. So that's the major concern here. For prelims, it's important to know about the OIC basics, also the Saudi-Pakistan relations, since Pakistan is our neighbor. And mains, for mains, it's important to know about the shifts in Gulf geopolitics, India's balancing act, and also regional security implications. Moving on to the next article, COVID's impact on heart health. Very important. So research shows that COVID-19 survivors, they face long-term risks of arterial aging, right? Blood vessel stiffening. That is, blood vessel stiffening. It's leading to higher chances of cardiovascular diseases, heart risks. So we know that COVID, it is already linked to uh, clotting and inflammation, right? So WHO has repeatedly warned about the rise in post-COVID non-communicable diseases. So India, meanwhile, it already carries a heavy NCD burden, around 77 million diabetics and 55 million heart patients. Studies indicate that the survivors may experience arterial stiffening right? Arterial stiffening equivalent to 2 to 3 years of extra aging, faster, right? 2 to 3 years of faster arterial aging. So long COVID clinics are now emerging across India. The lesson is the urgent need for preventive cardiology and also early screening. Have to focus on preventive cardiology and early screening as early as possible. For prelims, it's important to know about the NCD burden for India and the WHO warnings. For mains, post-pandemic, public health post-pandemic challenges and lifestyle diseases and also healthcare preparedness. So yeah, moving on to the next article, the last important article of today's news. So DeepSeek R1 AI teaches itself. So China's DeepSeek R1 AI has achieved the ability to teach itself, to train itself reasoning through reinforcement learning, a major leap in artificial intelligence development, a major leap. So reinforcement learning, what is it? So reinforcement learning, it is a trial and error based training method used in robotics, chess and decision making AI. So globally the AI race is intensifying. The US leads with its models like ChatGPT. China is advancing with the DeepSeek and India launched its India AI mission. Important, very important, India AI mission in 2024 for safe AI. So the model here, so the model achieved, the DeepSeek model, it achieved autonomous reasoning without continuous human input. So while this is a breakthrough, it also raises serious concerns like the bias in training data, accountability, ethics, and potential job displacement. So India is considering AI regulations under the upcoming Digital India Act. Right, for prelims, it's important to connect to the RL basics, reinforcement learning basics, and also India AI mission, very important. The mains, AI in governance, ethics of autonomous systems, and the global AI race. Right, so that is it for today's main current affairs. So let's test your knowledge with the two prelims model practice MCQs. First question is, with reference to employee fund, provident fund organization, consider the following. It is a statutory body under the Ministry of Labor and Employment. It provides both pension and insurance benefits apart from provident fund. It is applicable only to employees of government sector. Which of the above are correct? 1 and 2 only, 2 and 3 only, 1 and 3 only, 1, 2 and 3. The second question is, consider the following statements regarding SDG 3. Good health and well-being. 1. It aims to end epidemics like TB, malaria, and HIV by 2030. 2. It includes universal access to sexual and reproductive health care. 3. It is monitored by the World Bank exclusively. Which of the following are correct? Options are 1 and 2 only, 2 and 3 only, 1 and 3 only, 1, 2 and 3. Please drop your answers in the comment section below. We'll be checking your responses and we'll know the correct answers to these two questions in the next current affairs session, that is tomorrow. So we also have two main questions for you to practice answer writing. First question is, India lags behind on several SDG 3 indicators. Discuss key challenges and suggest measures to achieve universal health coverage by 2030. 10 marker 150 words question. Second question is, critically evaluate the strategic implications of Saudi-Pakistan defense cooperation for India's regional diplomacy and security. 15 marker 250 words question. Please practice these questions. So yeah, that's it for today's current affairs. We can conclude the session now from so we looked at health goals, digital social security, India's diplomacy, Gulf geopolitics, post-COVID health challenges, and AI developments, all highly relevant for all the competitive exams, general studies section. Right, so if you found this lecture useful and valuable, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Mentors Academy. It will help us reach more aspirants like you. So yeah, thank you so much again for turning in today. I'll see you tomorrow with another important current affairs session. So until then, keep learning, stay consistent. Have a good day, you all.